Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and become a subscriber for more great content. I do a lot of journals, probably way more than I should, but I can't help myself. There's just always this activity going in my brain. And then, you know, stuff happens and things interrupt and oh my, you gotta stop and go. But anyway, I am back today to work on this pocket file folder journal or folio or whatever you want to call it. It has some flips and folds. It has some pockets. It has these mesh windows. Over here I have, you haven't seen this yet, these 3 windows, and I accidentally put the thing down on the wrong side, so I've got a little glue out here and a little roughed up paper, and you're going to see that on the next one too. But here I've put a see-through window, a mesh window, and a see-through window. And then you flip it open and you can see here that I need to cover this part with something to cover this up. But I want to cover it with something that leaves the window open, because the back here I'm going to put a false pocket in. In other words, I'm going to decorate what's in these 3 windows and then probably, I don't know, probably put a pocket in it. Haven't decided yet. I know there's going to be pockets over here. I did think about just exchanging this for you know, a place to write. But I do know we need to cover this part. So, you know, we could put a little decorative element in between these 2. This one. But I didn't do that, so I don't know. I did think about turning this into a pocket and then putting in 3 different items that would show up in these. Words would be good in them, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's come back to that idea and work on this one right now. So I have this piece of mesh here, and I wish I would have used this white. This is actually a light grayish blue, but I wish I would have used it here, but I have pink, so pink it is. And I will show you how I did these by showing you how I'm going to do this one. Does that make sense? So first we need to cut a piece of paper that's going to fit on this. Whew, all those words for that, huh? What'd you think of that? So I would like to, I would love to use this piece, but see, I got a bend in it. Yeah, I don't know if I want a bend in it. I guess, you know, it wouldn't hurt. So what I did was I figured out where this was going to go on this piece here, back here. And then I used a little bit of, now it does have to come clear up to there. So maybe it's not going to be quite wide enough. Let's try it this way. Yeah, it's not going to be quite wide enough anyway. So with that piece, it won't work. So let's find a piece that we would like to put right here. Ooh, this blue would be pretty, wouldn't it? Ooh, that's pretty background. If that showed up in one of the windows, we could just leave the window like that. That's interesting. I wonder, they're probably too small to go in those windows. But wouldn't they be cool in the windows? So that's an idea. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, words. Words, 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 words. And we have this. So this is, by the way, the Stamperia Klimt collection. I have it in the backgrounds, and I have it too, I think, of the front kit. Ooh, I do love the stars and the blue. It has to match this. So it could be that. It could be that. The reason it has to match that is because when it flips open, you'll see it. And then we have this. Now that's kind of cool. Ooh, I like this. This will work. I'm not going any further. I'm going to just use this one. So we have to cut it. Let's get rid of that. We have to make it fit from here to this fold, or just to the right of the fold. So let's go right about here. And we'll need a pencil, please. Please, please, please give me a pencil. Okay. Now I could go just a little closer, I think. Okay. We're going to cut it off right there. You can see everything going on down here, all right? Ta-da! Put that one over there, put that up there. Bring this over. Now, the reason I want it to kind of match is because we have this piece, and then this one, and then this one. So, it could be something colorful. It could be more of this. Could be this. That's kind of interesting. We'll go this. Okay. So what I did was I folded this like it was going to be closed here. And I took a little piece of washi tape. And I taped it. Oh! I taped it like so. Don't want that to really stick there. And then here. Okay, so I know that's where it's going to go. So then I got my piece of call this stuff tracing paper? No, it draws a line. haven't used it in so many years I forgot what it's called. Jeez. Okay, so this is going to go right here, so I can trace this window and that window. And I'm going to trace them with either one of these ends of a little little one with the ball on the end. I'm sorry, some of these words are just elusive to me today. So let's trace this one. And you're probably thinking, what's this going to tell us, Ange? Well, this is going to tell us where I need to place my stencil to cut these windows. I hope this is showing up. Because I can't really. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got some dots there. That'll work. Okay. So now I need to get my metal dies out, and I use not this one, but this one. This is Torn Paper Frame Dies Layers MCT D288, and this is from My Creative Time. So what I did was I think it's this one I used. Oh, maybe it goes this way. Oh, I know what I did. I know. Okay. Sorry. We got to start over. Okay. Put this back in there. Like so. Put our tape back up here. Couldn't remember how I did it, I guess. Okay. Okay. So I ended up sticking this piece right in here so that it fit down in this window. You can kind of feel the ridges go into place in here. There it is, right there. Okay. Then I went and traced it with this. I thought it was different. There we go, there's one. And then I did the same thing over here. Oh, this is a smaller one. So this is going to be a little bit different. So this one is going to be this hole right here. Okay? And this one, we'll cut this one by hand. This one will get cut with this. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So, this is going to go right on here, like so. Get my little bit of washi tape here to stick that down. I can't find my purple tape. Who knows? Maybe it got put in the drawer here. No, I have a purple pen in there. Let's use this one. Okay, so right there. And right about there. Okay, and this one we're going to cut by hand. Let me grab my Big Shot and we'll cut this die. There we go. I've got my cutting mat, the one that I cut my blade towards, on the top. It doesn't matter if you go top or bottom. It's kind of just up to you. Oh, that one's not sticking. Oops. Yeah. So my cutting one is towards the top. You can put them either way, but whatever way you go, make sure your plate that you're scarring up is, you know, where the blade's cutting. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, let me get this out of the way. And come back and sit down and join you again. We'll take this one out. And here is the leftover scrap from it. A nice little piece to use on something there, isn't it? Let's take that. And now this one. This one I'm going to have to cut with my blade knife or a scissor. I think a blade knife will be easier, to be honest with you. Turn the paper. It makes it easier. Okay, let's see if it fits okay. Okay, I think it's okay. I have a little bit showing up right over here, so I could maybe draw on it a little bit to show where I need to cut a little bit off. Just be careful when you're using a blade knife, please. They are extremely sharp. They have razor blades in them. They're called box cutters. I call them blade knives because they have a big old blade in them. Like almost like an old-fashioned razor blade, but a little different. I'm going to get rid of my pencil lines. Not that they'll show up. At least I don't think they will, but hey, you never know. Take any pieces off there that don't belong. I'm going to get out my cinnamon, scrapbook.com cinnamon or tan number 3 hybrid ink pad. Telling you, I love, oh, there went a dauber. Just getting these. I'm loving having an ink pad that is just saturated with ink. I love it. And it doesn't feel like it's going to dry out tomorrow. So that is very good. I'm going to put this down on my desk. This will go easier. Okay. One thing I didn't do was close this. And I'm going to do that now and admit that I did a bad thing. Make sure you close your blade knife and set it aside so you don't run into it with your fingers. Or I'm notorious for cutting my fingers and cutting little sections out. And I guess it's this one. Oh, goodness sake. My poor husband. Always having to worry about me cutting myself. Okay, so I'm going to set this down like this. And I'm going to cut this off right up here. Or, you know what I could do? Yeah, why not? Going to try it this way. If it doesn't work, we'll have to make a new one of these. No, I'm not going to make a new one. We're going to make it work. This will be good for this little piece because it's quite fragile as a tab there all by itself. Okay, so now we'll cut that out. I like to use my long scissors. If this works, it'll cut easier this way than cutting it off after I glue it down. Sorry I didn't get a video yesterday. I was not feeling very good yesterday. And then we just have had so much to do lately, you know. So anyway, I apologize for not being there. Blah 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 for not being here yesterday. Feel like one of those little talky things on the old Charlie Brown, where they're blah 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 blah. When they're in school. The teacher's talking. Okay, that is what I want. Yep, that will do it. It's sticking out just a little bit, so we may have to trim things up a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind doing that. I need glue. I'm sitting here thinking, what do I need? Oh, I better use strong glue because I've got to use it around this thing. And I've got to use it on that little fabric-y stuff. So we'll wait for the glue to come down to the spout. Got to get that big air bubble out of there. Are you out? Oh yeah. What a good air bubble. Yeah, I had to cut some. That little pink fabric-y piece there, I had to frame it, so I had to, I cut the original one, like I did this one down here, and then I was like, oh, well, I've got to have an outside frame on it, so I had to cut that separately. Had to cut it off another piece and kind of shape it. Okay, let's try that. Shh. We'll be very, very quiet as we do this. most important thing is to try and match up the windows first. And we'll press it down. And we might have glue come out these little windows, so be prepared to take that off. Okay, and then what I've noticed here is that some of these areas are coming up a little bit. Get my air bubble out of there again. So you're going to want to put a little piece of glue on it. I'm going to just press that down and glue those little pieces down there. Okay, so now we have all of this covered, and this is much stronger now. I like that better. So those are sandwiched in there, and I like that. I think that looks really nice. Now I still have these little spots I need to fix. So let's see if the ink will fix some of them. If not, we'll figure something else out, like torn paper or something. Or an embellishment might work. Now I think a really good place in here for words is like right in here, under here. But I do want to put some pockets in there, so I might want to wait and make the words a little like a little cluster on these. Pocket, pocket, pocket. Over here, pocket, pocket, pocket. Do you have a locket in your pocket? Okay. So let's find something that we might want to use as pockets. Ooh, I like this. Even that, as what it looks at, is fine with me. So we're going to use this. First, I'm going to cut it to kind of fit in here, like so. And I'm going to say I want to slice it off right about here, right there, and right up here, somewhere in there, because, well, we'll bring it down from there, and this will show, or this will show. I know. Don't get too nervous. I'm nervous enough for all of us. I am. I really am. Why am I nervous? Because what if I mess up now? What if I do? Oh well. We'll fix it, won't we? Slice this down. And then I want to slice it across here, but probably just above that line I put on there. Save that. That looks like a tag to me. Now let's look at this piece. And we can see that we have dozens of great lines here for pockets. Do you see them? I think we'll cut this line this way, and then this paper will show up here. So let's start with that little piece, this one. Take it off of there. You need to go, little paper. I'm sorry. And I'm going to cut it all the way off. I'm not going to leave any of it. Okay. Observe what you're doing. Okay. I like it so far. I know it's done nothing. But now we got to cut some pockets in it. So our first pocket is going to be right here. Let's see what this looks like. That's okay. We can observe what's there through that. That works for me. Okay. I'm going to cut this one, but not all the way. It's just going to be on the inside here. Then we'll have a pocket up here and a pocket right here. I know, these are the weird pockets. Okay, just on the inside. And we will probably put a not a brad, an eyelet over there. And we'll probably put an eyelet right here. The eyelet actually stops this from tearing. So I'm going to put a little mark right here because I need to cut this a little bit wider. And then you have to decide, do I want to cut up here or down here or a little on both? If you're going to cut below, turn this so that you can see where your blade is going, because you're going to follow that little line. And try to keep its width about the same. And this will tell you where your eyelets need to go. I know, blade's open. I have to be careful. Okay, pocket number 2 is now open. Doesn't go there. Okay, so it's going to go right here. So this is what it looks like so far. Now we probably will scoot it all the way over to here because I might need to add a little washi tape right through there. I don't know yet. Okay, now we need to make our next pocket. So I think this is going to be it right here. This very weird bump. But we're not going to go all the way down to here. We're going to stop right up in here. So I'm going to draw a line on it. I'm going to come down from this one and draw a line. Just so I know where to start and stop to make my next pocket. Now, it doesn't need to be, you don't need to take up this whole thing. So I'm going to come down towards the bottom of it first. So I can leave a little bit of the gold line on it, but I don't want to make it that wide, because that's pretty darn wide. And then I'm going to flip it this way so I can see the outside of this line here. And I'm going to make a little thin cut following that gold line. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to make a little bit of a dent so we can take the paper out. Okay, here's pocket 2. Pocket 1 and 2. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Okay, this is going to be pocket number 3 right here. So we have one. Oh, I think maybe we'll glue this one down up there. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll probably put one, maybe a little shorty right here. Well, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. So, pencil. Okay, so this one, we're going to bring our line down just kind of right in there somewhere. And this one, we'll stop it right about here. Because we're going to have this one, which will bring this line down right here. And we'll stop it right about here. Okay. So let's start with this one. Just cutting on the inside of that gold line. I'm going to flip it around so I can see the other side of the gold line. And I'm going to cut in between my pencils, my pencil marks. Okay. And then we have one more. This is a bigger pocket this time. So I want to cut just above this grass line through the flower down to the line there. Almost went up. Ooh, hang on to your paper. Otherwise, we might have a boo-boo. Alrighty, my friends. We have pockets. Oops. Make me fold my blade up. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay. So now thinking about this a moment, I know this pocket here is going to be just a little one. Now we can have several tags in it if we want, little ones. Or we can just have one big one. But it's going to be short. It can only be so long. We probably want it sticking above right here. So it won't be too long. Now this one, we can choose to allow it to go. Let me find that one piece that I had that looks like a couple tags. Okay. So this one here, we can choose to run it clear in, or we can choose to glue it off here and it would just be a teeny tiny tag. Maybe a word tag could go in there. And then this one, let's see what it does. Now it's going to have to be a thinner one than this. This is too big, unless we set it in sideways, like so. Then it could go that way. And then we have this one. So the thing you have to decide about this is, see, they will go through to the next one if you don't put paper behind it. I don't know if that makes sense, but in other words, from here, if you don't want it to go over these, you would have to put a little piece of paper here over these and across here so that it comes down like let me see, excuse me if my head gets in the window. I have these. Oh, I have those too. So in other words, I would have to put like this across there, and it's thin enough that it may not get caught up right there. But then this tag could go all the way down to the bottom. If I covered each one of these up, let's try it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We take it apart. There's a nice slippery part right there. So I think what I'll do is I'll put this textured side down. I'm going to put these on before I put in the eyelets. My reason is that then the eyelets will go through this paper. Then I'll cut that off at the bottom down there. So what I will want to do then is take this piece and just go around there to there. Well, let's get that bottom off there so that we know what we're doing. There we go. Okay, are we ready? I'm not. I told you I was nervous about it. Okay, so we're going to go here, across the top, and down the side. Oops, get your glue out of there. Go above. Going above our slit line there. I can see through this paper, so it makes it pretty easy. Okay, so there is our first one. Now we have this pocket available. Once we glue the bottom, of course, and we can put a small tag in there that looks like this. So let's cut that off so we know that that one fits. Yeah, it can go just like that. So we have that one. Okay, now let's fix our next little piece here. And dip into our paper. I don't know what kind of paper this is, It's just a really thin paper with kind of a glossy side and then a textured side. I love the textured side because it's so smooth and so soft. From there to there. That's what I love about long scissors. You can kind of line up your lines with your long scissors. I'm going to leave that long. And once again, I'm going to glue there and there. Make sense? Okay. All right, here we go. This is going to allow me to put things in the pocket without them poking out of another pocket trying to get out. So that will be good. And it saves me from doing it a little more complicated way, even though I know this seems very complicated. Whoops. But leave it to me to give you something complicated. Okay, now let's see if it works. Where's that? Here it is. I'm going to cut that off because we're going to use it as tags anyway. Okay, so now we have this one. And it should go straight down. See, it does. Because now we have that little paper in there, so both of these tags can go in their pockets without interrupting each other. Make sense? So now you can kind of see why we're doing it. These we leave open. This will seal the bottom one. Okay, so now we've got this one. So we got to come clear up here this time. And I hope this will work, because I have to make it, this paper's only so long. Okay, so what we'll do is cut this one off here. And then I'm going to have to give it just a little bit of an angle cut here. Let me put that under there so I can see it a little better. Okay, we're just going to go here. Like that. Okay, I think that'll do it. So I'm going to just cut that off. And then I'm going to cut this off. Okay. Yep. Oh, I'm going to cut that little, nip that little bit right there. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. So once again, 3 sides, like so. I know this is a little bit weird, isn't it? But it will help keep the tags just in their own pockets, and instead of poking out other pockets. There. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's finish the next one. And this paper is so nice and thin, it just keeps it it just keeps it in line very nicely. So with that idea, we could actually put this here and glue it all the way up and then trim it. And then we could use that top one as a pocket also. One big deep pocket. So, in other words, we will go from here right along this edge to right about there. And then I will go ahead and come down the sides. Like so. And put this so it goes above. And then we will trim that off. Whoops. I put glossy side down. I hope the glue sticks to it. You never know. Okay. So let's cut this piece off now. That actually does strengthen it up a little bit. And I think we'll give it just a little tiny cut right there and right here. Okay, ready? Let's see if it fits. Let me get the glue under there. I'm going to put that right in here. Like so. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. Okay, before we do that, we need to put our little eyelets in there. So first I'm going to get rid of these lines. Like so. That I have drawn on the ends. Okay, let me grab the eyelets. Make sure they're not right here. Sometimes I keep them right here. But I didn't. Okay. Now we have some colors in there. Let me look over here. I don't know if I like those for it. I do have the really tiny ones. Those work actually better. But I don't know how these work with this thing. I suppose that is the size. Probably get this caught in there, huh? Need my little tweezers out. Oh yeah. That's the size, all right. Do we try it? Let's try it on the piece of paper first. We'll try it on one of the tags. Okay, so we're going to hole punch that hole. Let's go, because now we have to design this tag properly. We'll go right there. Okay. Oh, darn it. Where do those things go when they bounce off? Not that one. Kind of like the little brassy one. Okay. That's not the right one, I don't think. I think this one might be a little bit smaller. Let's look at it. And I think this is supposed to open, but maybe that one. Let's try it. Shh. Don't tell anybody. No, that's not it. Well, then I'll have to use this one. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go right back to the other one. Nope, that did not work. No. Heck with that. I'll have to get out my instructions before I do that. Okay. So, we're going to go with these. And I think I have some little brassity ones. Those would be nice, but I don't have enough. Unless I go with these bigger ones. And I don't know. Those, well, they might actually be kind of cool. Let's put a hole right at the end. There. And right at the end over here. And you try and center it right on that little hole on this line. Let's see. So then that would go there. I like it. And this one would go over here. Like that. But do we want those or do we want the little brass ones? I love the little brass ones. I think we have enough brass ones. Instead of we have a lot of gold in this, so I think the brass will be a nice complement to it. Does that make sense? Oh gosh, now I've got this messed up. Is it B1? Must be. I don't think it's that one. I've forgotten. That's not it. I think this is it. I think this is it. Better practice on something else. Because if it's wrong, then I've got a problem. Okay. So we'll use this happy little bronzy gold color. That's not it. I think it's this one. I haven't changed these in years. There we go. So I need it on I think it's A3. I think. I don't know. There's one. There's two. That's a little different color. Okay. Now that one I'm going to have to use this long one to get in there. And if you don't have this but you have the punch, then just, you know, go in here with your little punch thing and that will take care of it. I'm going to, oops, sorry. I'm so sorry. That was noisy, wasn't it? I'm going to have to put a dot in here so I can see it under here. They need to make these so they light up. Okay, there's that one. Then we need one right here. One right here. One right here. One right here. And one right here. So we'll go down this side and put them all in. Oh yeah, that works. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll have to use this too, won't I? Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like it. It is warping it a little bit. I'm trying to press a little bit lighter so that it won't do that. But just the nature of it, I guess. Once we glue it down, it should be okay. Oh, you know what I did is I forgot to ink up in here. Forgot my inky dinky doo. Uh-oh. What was that? That one did not work right. You throw it away. Sometimes they don't. If you don't line them up right, they won't be right. Oh, there it goes again. What the heck? That almost feels like it's the problem of these. It's pretty frustrating. when you want to use these eyelets and stuff. And let's see, you know, there, that fit. For some reason this one is not wanting to fit. It should. When I say fit, I mean it's not fitting in the hole. We'll try it over here. There, that one fit. Okay, we're almost done today. Let's put that back there. Oops. Let's pick these up before I forget. And there. And that's going to give us this really cool little tag piece here too. Okay. Let me put these papers away because they're not going to do me any good. I will save that piece because it has some character to it. And I love it when paper has a little bit of character. How can you tell? Well, it just has an appeal to you. Sorry, I'm trying to get some papers off my desk so that I can move forward without so much junk in my way. And without getting a bunch of stuff cluttered up around this. Okay, so this is going to go right in here, my friends. And we are going to glue it down this side along the bottom and right up here to there. But first we need to ink it up. So let's get our scrapbook.com cinnamon tan number 3. I'm going to have to buy some more of these ink pads. I absolutely love them. It is so nice to stamp with actual ink that is just wonderful. I love it. And this color is a very good color. It's nice and dark. It does look a bit like cinnamon, I do have to say. Make that line just a bit darker in there as we darken up the pocket there. Kind of define the whole thing. And there we go. Oh, that is lovely. Look at that. Okay, so that can go clear over to there, and that can go right to there. So I don't want to really go past this line right here. Okay. Let's do this. So you can see that we have, it looks like nothing will work, doesn't it? Absolutely nothing. You'll get nothing in that pocket, I hear you say. But you will. You'll get everything in the pocket, and it won't come out the pocket below it and stick out like a sore thumb, and you'll be like so frustrated because it won't go in the hole. Won't stay there. So you'll be like mad at me because it's not working right. And I don't want that. And you don't want that. Okay, I'm going to close that to scoot it over. Yep. Okay, let's see what we have. I'm so excited. Are you excited? I am. I'm very excited. Look, we have a pocket here. We have a full pocket here that'll go clear to the bottom. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Uh-oh, it must have gotten glued. Oh. Eyelet. There's an eyelet there. So this one has to be thinner. Let's just use this for a second. And it can go between these points. Yeah, because that sealed it off right there. So this might not work. You're right, it's not going to work because I sealed it with these. I should have done that before I put the paper on. But this one will work down to the bottom. There we go. This one will work to here and here. So it'll work to get a tag in right here. Or you can just put it in sideways. And then we have this one. It has to be thinner. And I did tell you we might just put words in them. There we go. That one can go that way. That one can actually go down further. And then this one, of course, we've already made it to fit. We knew the bottom one would fit perfect. But then we still have this one that can go all the way from here down to the bottom. So let's have a look at this. Oh, but that's too wide. It can only be so wide. And it can go from there to there. Okay, let me cut that off. Right there. And then we're going to cut this off right here. I'm going to install that right there. Look at that. Sweet. Okay, so these are not the pockets that are going to go in there. However, they do show how the weirdness of the pockets are and whether or not you want to use them. I think tucking little words into them would be superb. Let's see, where's a little word? I think the words are right in here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think, yeah. The gold of art is life. So let me just cut that one out. There we go. So just some positive affirmations here. Like this: joy and love, my dog is having a dream and she is barking in her sleep. You hear her? She's like, "Mommy, where are you? I'm having a bad dream, Mommy." Okay, so here's joy. So we could put joy and love together. Joy and love. And then up here we could put this can only be so wide. Maybe it's only wide enough for some inspiration to happen. Because here's the word inspiration. We are almost done. Hang with me. And don't forget, I'd really love a thumbs up on this one. Well, I'd love a thumbs up on all of them. It helps me. Hopefully, eventually, it will help me to produce more content. That one is going to fall to the bottom, probably. But we can put it in there for now. And this one. It's kind of interfering with me. Making me cut on the lines I don't want to cut on. But we'll do it this way. Okay, there we go. Oh, I love it. And then this one. Love it, I love it, I love it. Looky, looky, looky. Oh, there we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We could even stick this down in there if we wanted. And it stops right there because we have an eyelet right there that is in the way. But that's okay. So right there we have another little tag thingy. And I love it. What do you think? So we can kind of see them in there. Not a whole lot, but it's like an invitation to look. And there we are. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets there. And I think that is very cool. Yeah, I love it. I really do. I think it looks really cool. And then I think maybe this will be writing space in here, but we do have this wonderful pocket over here. Like so. So we could put like this. Satisfaction is a consequence of being an artist. So we'll cut that out and put it on this maybe. And then it can be there. The journal goes right in here. And then we have this big pocket here that I haven't done anything with yet. You know I'll probably put a booklet in it. Okay, and so we still have some little patching to do, but I used the cinnamon ink, and that seemed to take care of it pretty good. So, yeah. Oh, this one came up. Its glue came up. So we will have to glue it back down. Let me hold it for just a minute. I don't think I have a clip that will go in that far. I need to go get some clips from the automotive store. Or from the wood store. The hardware store. If I get it from the hardware store, I will clamp way in here. And that would be perfect. I used to have some, but I gave them to my husband because I thought, oh, I'll never use them. Of course, I wasn't doing books back then. I don't remember what I was doing, but anyway, some other art I was doing. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. Going to put that in there. And it says, the critic of an artist must be oneself. Well, don't be too harsh on yourself. Okay. There we go. Now we could take this and put it like right here. That would be a nice place for that. And then put something else in there. But for now, we'll just put this there. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this little close-up of the pocket. And then you could see the little windows. And then this opens and reveals a little bit more. It's just for fun. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed today, and I hope that you'll get some paper with some lines in it and give this a try. It's actually a lot of fun. I really enjoy things like this that are just a little different and a little bit of fun. So, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a great day, and I'm glad so many of you weathered the storm so well. I hope all of you did. I know I hope there was no tragedies. I just really been, putting all my heart into thinking of you guys and wanting everything to be okay. So I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.